Legend.
Hello, hello, hello. Well, let's see, we have one female, two females, three.
No, we have a few. There are a few ladies in the house.
Usually it's just guys.
Well, that's kind of interesting. You know, I wanted to ask you, what was your inspiration for getting started playing, and was it females? Like, was it motivated by the need to woo women?
It always is, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I started off by playing flamenco guitar, and never thought I'd be a rock and roller.
How did you get into flamenco guitar?
Into flamenco, my dad had some records, flamenco records, and I really loved them, you know.
Yeah.
So when I started, my buddy up the street had a guitar, just an acoustic, and I started trying to play the flamenco, and then my dad bought me a real flamenco guitar.
Right on. My mom was a flamenco guitar player, and that's what inspired me to get into the music as well. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you make the transition from playing flamenco to rock and roll?
Well, I didn't just play flamenco. I played folk music, Bob Dylan kind of stuff, you know, with a harmonica holder and that whole thing. But then one day I saw Chuck Berry at the Santa Monica Civic, 1963, and he was great. He had Johnny Johnson playing, you know, he had the real band. It wasn't just a pickup band like he did afterwards. He was just great. And next day I went out and traded my flamenco guitar in for SG.
Right on. Right on. Okay, so, you know, everybody knows about you and the Doors, and there's been a lot said about that, but what I think not many people know about is the fact that you're also a painter and an artist. Could you talk to us a little bit about your art, why you do it, where your inspirations are there?
Well, my mom was into art. She took art lessons all the time, and she kind of taught me how to paint a little bit. And it's kind of like music for me, in that I just start off with something, you know, I don't say, okay, I'm going to paint a person or a horse or something, though I have. But mainly I do abstract
paintings.
Yeah.
But it all comes from the same source, that
I think
creative
so.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. And let's talk a little bit about your charity. So you're involved with a charity. It's called Music Path.
The Music Path, yeah. Yes, basically to get music back in school, you know, where it hasn't been for a while. But it's not just like band practice. It's actually trying to get kids together to form bands. You know, like you never learn that in school, but it's you know, what we do is we teach teachers how to actually get kids together to play and to play music together, and popular music, not just you know. And there's no reading or the teachers don't teach them really how to play. They just teach them how to get together and start a band.
So fostering an environment for creativity. What kind of things do you tell the teachers in doing that? Like
just to not get in the way, you know. Don't say, okay, you have to do this and you have to do this. You let the kids work it out themselves. And it's really fun for them, you know.
Right.
We've had a really good response in the first 2 schools that we've started in Glendale.
So it's in Glendale.
And what happens is they have at the end of the year we do a battle of the bands, and the winner gets to come to our studio and record.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a great opportunity for a kid.
Right.
So now, like, what do you hope to see come out of this program? Like really, what's your vision for it?
Just to to have a place that is conducive to getting together and playing music, rather than having to hide out in the garage. You know, you can actually go. Yeah, they have a place at school where they have instruments and amplifiers and drums and like that.
Awesome. Robby, I'd like to ask you one Doors question. You know, like you've had such this great career, and I'm curious if you could do anything over. Like, is there anything like that you recorded that you wish you could have done differently? Anything that stands out?
You know what? Most of it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I would agree. I think everybody here would agree as well. Yeah.
The one thing in Hello, I Love You, in the middle there where it stops and then there's that crazy slide thing, one that goes up and one goes down. I wanted it to be the other way. I said, no, it's got to go down first and then up, or up first and then down. But we didn't have time. The producer got all pissed off and he said, no, we're running out of time. We're paying too much for the studio. That's fine, you know.
Oh.
And I'll never forget that.
Okay, well, there you have it. A little lore. Let's talk about one more thing. So you have a new project. It's called Sliding Home. It's your new single. Can you talk
Slide Home. Yeah,
Slide Home. Can you talk a bit about your current music, what you're doing now?
Well, it's pretty much jazz instrumental, kind of rock, jazz rock.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some of the guys from Frank Zappa's old band playing. In fact, one of them is here right there. He is Sal Marquez right there. Yeah.
Awesome. Welcome, Sam.
Yeah. And Tommy Mars, keyboard guy. Arthur Barrow, bass player. Chad Wackerman.
Great drummer.
Yeah. A lot of great musicians that I've just recorded with these past couple of years. And so the first cut just came out last week, and there's a video on it. So if you go to YouTube, just say Robby Krieger Slide Home, or go to robbykrieger.com.
All right. Well,
we're going to start putting them out like every week.
Okay, great. Well, Robby, would you like to maybe sign a few things for people? I know you have a hard stop. You need to get over to Gibson.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Okay, one each. So pick your best one.